supported the message of liberty and freedom and justice that our founding fathers brought here for us and risked their lives for, fought, and died for. And after seeing the caucus just completely destroyed, held hand and fist, and just utterly disgusting for Republicans to fight with other Republicans rather than coming together and realizing that, hey, we didn't get enough people there to get our candidate on a slate, so we need to sit down and shut up and let the thing happen. They drug it out and drug it out, and a lot of you were there. A lot of you saw it. And I sat there and I couldn't believe the shenanigans that went on. People copying the rolls that had you and I's personal information on there that wasn't even their property to copy. Stealing them, walking outside, crossing off names. I can go on and on. That is what motivated me to be here today. Because those people who stole the rolls, those people who continue to make us slaves to their policies, to their business, to their propaganda, are the same people that are running against me with $25,000 in the bank. $25,000. And if you look at the donator list on their bank account, guess who those $25,000 came from?
Lawyers!
Lawyers. Powerful lawyers, lobbyists, groups, and a few small businesses. And I want you to keep that in mind. When you look at those few small businesses on their lists, what's the best way to send a message? Don't do business with them. If that's the kind of politics they support in your neighborhoods, don't visit them. Don't go to them. Don't help them out. And why do we do that? Because we want them to think differently. We want them to think about what they're doing to us, the people who buy from them, rather than what they're doing to stuff their pocketbooks to get the next deal so they can move a store down the street, steal from us again. One thing I can't say more than anything, I am a huge gun lobbyist for myself and the rest of you people here. I started in FFL approximately a year ago. My wife probably hates me for saying this, but I don't think I've made maybe a couple $100, $500. It sucks. I do it for the right reasons. Because at the time when I started my FFL, there wasn't an FFL in my area. The whole point of having an FFL is so that people like you have access to be able to buy your guns. And if you have to drive 50 miles and pay $45 to have a gun transferred, or you go to that gun store and he wants to charge you $100 over MSRP because he's the only guy in town, you don't have an option. You may not be able to afford a gun. And it might not be bad, it's good business, right? But I wanted to be good for the people. I wanted to offer a service that nobody in Cedar Hill had at the time. And so I did. But throughout that, I'm busy. So I do it in spare time. And my big thing is, they've been attacking our gun rights for years. They've been taking away our right to own guns. That Second Amendment is very clear. There is no restriction. So why is it I can't own a tank and I can't own a bazooka if I'm a legally correct citizen who didn't do any harm to anybody, ever been to jail? The Founding Fathers made the Second Amendment very clear, not to infringe on my rights to own and bear weapons. They didn't say you couldn't own this, you couldn't own that. Well, we don't want you to have a full auto gun. Well, we don't want you to have a gun that's too short where you might be able to turn a corner.